Hey everybody, Tony D and an early Piney podcast. Got stuff to do today. Don't have any numbers yet, but yesterday I said it was 400. I think that was the numbers for Friday. So today is like 330. Who knows? It's Sunday. These people don't check in. There's always an uptick on Monday because they don't report anything because everybody goes to F home. Because, the beer virus is so important, we could take a day off. People are dying, and you can't open your business, but fortunately, businesses are finally kind of starting to open. But again, we're under this oppressive rule of Phil Murphy, and good luck getting an appointment for your freaking haircut. There is some beer virus news, though. In the town of Hammonton, they've noticed a spike in cases, and they said, in South Jersey, there's the town that's rife with beer viruses, Hammonton, New Jersey. Okay, what do you mean by rife? Oh, 50 cases. Okay, there's 14,000 people in Hammonton. Out of that, 50 people tested. Now, that just means somebody with the beer virus came into town and spread it around. 50 as opposed to 14,000 people. It's not a huge number. Now, again, I'm not downplaying it. My family lives in that area. I don't want them to get sick. Some of them are older. But how would the state stop this? How would they stop it? I've been thinking about this contact tracing plan Phil has. So let's say he gets it all online. It's an amazing contact tracing system in which anytime anybody's sick, immediately all the people are contacted in New Jersey. And then somebody driving through New Jersey, which includes tens of thousands of people during the summer, brings the disease here. How are you going to trace that? You're not going to have their phone number. You're not going to contact them. And if you have someone, for instance, who works, and these are the people more likely to get sick, in a Wawa, contacts people all the time, over and over again, in a crowded space. They get sick. How are you going to contact all those people? It doesn't make any sense. You can't contact enough people. And contacting people means what? There's a 2-week incubation period. Okay? So, in 2 weeks, you feel sick enough to go get tested. And you finally get tested, unless you randomly test people constantly. And there's not enough tests to do that. You can't process 9 million tests and people coming in and out of the state. You can't do that. The numbers are too big. So, in 2 weeks, we find out, oh, this Wawa worker is sick. That's where it's all coming from. Oh, better contact every person he came into contact with. That's hundreds of people over 2 weeks. And he won't know them all. They'll just close down the Wawa, wipe it down, test all the employees, and which would have happened anyway. That would have happened anyway. It's happened with ShopRite prior to all the contact tracing, right? Tom's River, they had an outbreak. One of the ShopRites, one of the employees, they shut down, they wiped the place down, they test all the employees, they sent the employees home who tested positive. I mean, what else are you going to do? What else can be done? There's nothing else to do. The choice is not just keep adding on stuff and hope that it works. Just because you have more doesn't mean it's better. If you have a more and bigger bureaucracy or system or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't make it better just because there's more people involved, just because you spent more money. There are plenty of instances where Spending money's not going to help. This is one of them. If you wanted to spend money on anything, Phil, it could be to make sure nursing homes are like the space shuttle in terms of their atmosphere. But you're not doing that. And in fact, in the beginning of all this, you shoved recovering COVID patients into the nursing homes, just like New York. You keep following the lead of New York. Let me tell you something else New York's going to do. When they contact trace people, they're not going to ask them, they're specifically not going to ask them if they attended a Black Lives Matter rally. Oh, because that's irrelevant. You know, thousands of people huddled together doing a protest, some of them not wearing masks because it's hot. Yeah, that's totally irrelevant to the spread of this beer virus that's so important. Yeah, it's so important that we can ignore thousands of people who could spread the infection, and including from people who come from out of state. Yeah, we could ignore all that. Don't worry about that. Your business, we can't ignore. We can't ignore your business and the twos of people that might have been infected, maybe, kinda, sorta, even though you're taking every precaution in the world. But randos who march on the street, sometimes riot, sometimes cause trouble, oh, those people, we can totally ignore them as they tear down statues, as they cause nothing but trouble. Oh, ignore those people. They're somehow immune. Today, I believe it's today, you can now finally visit some of your relatives if you have one in a nursing home. It's an outside visit. The staff has to wear masks and everything, and you have to sign a waiver saying that, you understand that you could infect your loved one. You see how that works? See, the state makes you do all these precautions, but you're still responsible for the consequences. See, they don't want you to visit your loved ones, leave your house, or do anything. Be scared, everyone. Be scared. That's the government. No news on the bear. I assume the bear's still roaming. I wish there was more news. I wish we had a tracking app or little thing on his neck. Maybe we could tune in. That'd be fun. But I assume he's well if there's no news. So fingers crossed the bear's okay. What else? I guess that's about it. South Jersey news. Pineys, I hope you're getting through this. Slowly life is returning to normal, but it can't return to normal fast enough for yours truly. And also, the economy crash is a-coming, at least in South Jersey, I think it's coming. And when that happens, it's going to be very interesting to watch people like Phil Murphy and the people who screwed up tell us why it's not their fault. I'm sure he has plenty of excuses all ready to go. All right, we'll see you next time on the Piney Podcast.